Hi Leo, it's Power and Light Tarot coming at you with the reading. Today we have a reading regarding your career or your stability and money, right? It could be your creativity or your creative endeavors. And it is for the beginning of the year, right? So, first couple months, this could be definitely going on right now. And we have the goal of life and avoid all excess. That's what we have here. And you could be going through a career change with the goal of life. You definitely could. Um, and you might be dealing with corporations over here. We have the Hierophant, and it can talk about that. There's something from the past here, the Six of Cups is here, that talks about maybe there's something you believe in the past. It's also possible that you really believed in something and it has ended. Like you were very nostalgic about it. But this goal of life is the most important thing in the reading because it's really not about the goal itself. It is about the fact that you have figured out what your goal in life is with regard to uh, your career, your money, your moving forward, how to take care of yourself, and things like that. The avoid all excess, it could be this that you are now practicing major discipline, right? Here's the man, and there's no discipline here, right? Because he needs definite exercise, and he has this huge platter of food in front of him. He doesn't need that. No, he doesn't. So it could also be that your goal here, your career goal, creative goal is maybe you have to kind of cut back or something like that, right? Cut back a little bit on your finances, possibly. Cut back on spending because your goal here is very important. Yeah, your goal, definitely. It could be a creative goal. I feel like you're also on a spiritual quest here. Like this goal of life has kind of come to you, Leo, like, well, uh, this is what I always wanted to do, like trusting your intuition, right? Trusting your soul. This is what I really want for my life path. That is very spiritual, right? Yeah, and it's the opposite of, somebody who kind of works a job their whole life and they know they don't really want it. This is like not being definitely in line with the divine or connected to your source, right? This is what's so important. And, no digs on anybody who stays it. Sometimes they feel like they have to do that, right? Because they have a family or whatever, right? And they feel like that's best for them, right? Only you will know what your uh, what the decisions are best for you, right? It's just much easier when we are connected to source. It sure is, right? But this Hierophant here, maybe you are dealing with some type of corporation. It's possible here, right? Where you want to, and it's possible you're leaving some type of corporation behind here to have, because you are kind of on this spiritual quest, because the Knight of Cups is here, and yes, he brings, it talks about love, but it talks about these cups here are also about your intuition, right? Like a spiritual quest. hmm It's also possible you have to leave something behind that maybe you really believed in it at one point, and it brought you comfort with the Six of Cups. It brought you some type of kind of like nostalgic. Let's straighten this out here. Nostalgic, kind of comfort, right? Like kind of like anything, like even a song from a long time ago, and that we think about it. At that time it was a good time. So now when we hear it, it brings back these great memories. There's something here from the past that could have comforted you. I feel like it's over. The Ten of Swords. Yeah, you're seeking something new in your life. It could be your love life is also affecting possibly down here. Maybe you're married to somebody. There could be a marriage for some. I mean, we're talking about career, but we can't always. It's hard to leave that out because that affects our choices sometimes, right, with our life path, or it has. It's also you could be saying to yourself, "I've made poor choices." It is possible here because here's the goal of life. Like I know what my goal of life is. Yeah, it's not even important the actual goal. It's the fact that we know what our goal of life, we know what our purpose in our existence is for, right? It's so important to feel like, well, I know, where I belong or, what career or what I want to do. because, a lot of people get out of college and, some people waste their degree. I don't really say that. I'm not really, and this is not really to discuss, whether or not somebody's really wasted their degree. Because nothing is a waste. It is an experience to propel us forward and learn. But I'm saying not use it because they don't know what they want to do, right? But it's still a learning experience, for sure it is. Um, but I'm just saying here that there's something here that I believe is ending the Ten of Swords. And maybe it has to do with the past or something you really believed in here. But I feel like you don't believe in this anymore. Yeah, because the goal of life is here, right? And you could be defending yourself over here. The Seven of Wands is really interesting. It is because the man is defending himself. He's here at the bank, right? The original meaning of this uh, could be kind of somebody's defending themselves against opposing forces. Maybe somebody doesn't want you to have your goal of life, right? They're like, well, that they could be saying to you, that's crazy, right? That's crazy. You want to do that. Or they might be negative, possibly, because you look like you are trying to defend your belief here or your stance. You might feel overwhelmed at this time, but you just look like you are definitely trying to defend yourself here. Mm-hmm. This is a very interesting reading. I feel like it is. I feel like this is a lot deeper than what we are trying to look into here. Yeah, I feel like it is. Here's the Six of Pentacles here, which talks about sharing and balance. You're definitely trying to create balance for yourself, right? Mm-hmm. For some of you guys, you could be dealing with some type of career where you help people, some type of organization, maybe where you help people. He's helping these two people, right? And maybe that is your goal of life, right? It's possible. Mm-hmm. So let's look at your advice card. Leo is right here, and this is the Knight of Swords. And this Knight of Swords is telling you to keep going. Yeah, keep going. Keep plunging forward. You may have to be assertive, right? You look like you do have to be assertive here to attain this goal of life, right? And nothing is easy in this life, right? Nothing is easy. If somebody tells you something's easy, it's because it's not really that great. It's not going to really enrich you, right? Or bring you great joy if it is really easy, because just how it is, right? Just how life is, right? It's why kids, uh, sometimes want everything to be easy, but they are not really seeking so much enrichment. They're seeking spontaneous enjoyment, right? So you're being told here, Leo, to keep plunging forward in the new year. I feel like this is a great reading because of this goal of life. You have figured this out here. And with this Knight of Cups here, yeah, there's a spiritual quest where you have figured out your goal of life, and I feel like you are moving toward it. Yeah, I feel like you are. And, maybe there was something here, harsh ending here, Ten of Swords, or some kind of closure here that maybe it didn't go really well, right? But it doesn't matter here. You have your goal of life. Yeah. I'm not sure what he's doing there, but he's doing something that has to do with his goal of life. So we're going to end the reading. Keep going, moving forward, Leo, because remember, you are the King of Wands or the Queen of Wands, right? Standing in your power. And that's what really the wands are about. Going toward things that inspire you and having the courage, right? Yeah, they are. Thank you so much, you guys, for joining me here. God bless you guys. And please remember to like, share, and subscribe.